Hello, knowledge seekers. In this episode of 20-Minute Books, we are delving into the world of strategic sales with the groundbreaking book, The New Strategic Selling. This insightful resource, originally published in 1995, serves as a masterclass for sales professionals looking to foster deep and rewarding connections with their clients. It provides an in-depth exploration of how to secure sales in a manner that benefits both the seller and the buyer, while emphasizing the importance of nurturing long-term relationships. The book's author, Robert B. Miller, brings a wealth of experience to the table. With a track record of consulting for and making sales to Fortune 500 giants like Ford and General Motors, Miller has crafted the sales systems utilized by the revered Miller-Heiman organization. This reputable firm caters to professionals seeking to enhance their sales skills through comprehensive programs and methodologies. Miller's accolades include co-authoring other bestsellers like Conceptual Selling and The 5 Paths to Persuasion, further establishing his authority in the field. The New Strategic Selling is the go-to guide for salespeople from all walks of life. Whether you're looking to improve your sales tactics or wish to build lasting business relationships founded on mutual success, this episode is tailored for those determined to excel in the competitive arena of sales. Join us as we explore the key strategies that will set you on the path towards sales excellence. The New Strategic Selling, the unique sales system, proven successful by the world's best companies. Introduction. Master the art of strategic selling. Imagine you're the captain of a ship sailing the treacherous seas of modern commerce. The waves are the ever-shifting market, the wind is the unpredictable economy, and your cargo? It's the valuable product or service you're aiming to sell. To navigate these waters successfully, a simple compass and a hopeful destination won't do. You need precision, adaptability, and strategy. Now let these insights be your sextant, charting the course towards selling success. A modern salesperson's quest is fraught with challenges: evolving market dynamics, shifting job roles, and the relentless pace of business mergers and layoffs. To emerge victorious in this scene, it's not about knocking on the most doors, it's about unlocking the right ones with the right keys. Equip yourself with the necessary knowledge, network with the influencers who matter, and meticulously craft your plans. Only then will you turn potential failure into resounding success. Throughout this narrative, you'll uncover treasured maps that guide you to sales treasure, powerful techniques, and actionable advice. You'll learn to identify the pivotal players in each sales endeavor, why a salesperson might justly be considered a general on the battlefield of business, and how to refine your sales objectives to laser-like precision. Embrace these strategies, and you'll not only weather the storms of sales uncertainty, but also chart a course to the prosperous land of achievement in your sales career. Part 1. Strategize and Maneuver, the twin engines of sales success. Picture yourself as the mastermind behind a top football team, moments before a face-off with the giants of the league. A match of such magnitude requires a plan as grand as the occasion. This game is not won on the pitch, but in the meticulous blueprint that charts victory. The same holds true for the high-stakes game of sales. In the business arena, many step onto the field without a rehearsed play, believing that they can wing it by juggling tactics on the go. A sobering revelation comes to light when professionals, even those versed in the sales game, join strategic selling workshops. There's an undeniable penchant for improvisation, with many favoring the heat of the exchange over the preparatory legwork that defines a winning strategy. Think of this strategy as the groundwork, setting the stage before curtain call, primed for in-the-moment improvisations that the unfolding sales drama demands. Imagine heading into the fray without first marshalling your forces. It's a script for defeat. Military leaders know this, and so too should sales leaders. Blazing triumphs are often born from the confluence of visionary strategy and nimble tactics. Strategy paints the horizon with your long-term aspirations, your grand vision for conquests to come. Tactics, however, are the spirited cavalry charges, swift and decisive moves that win the skirmishes dotting the landscape of your broader campaign. One might focus on multiplying individual victories, while the other cultivates lasting alliances, transforming clients into steadfast companions for journeys ahead. Yet, without synchrony between strategy and tactics, each becomes a solitary chess piece void of the board to define its significance. Even the most adept tactical maneuver can secure an immediate win, but if it veers off the strategic path, the initial triumph may fizzle into future indifference, or worse, disgruntled clients and lost advocates. In sales, as in any strategic endeavor, victory favors the planner. A cunning strategy coupled with adaptable tactics form the two-pronged spear that not only captures the prize, but also carves a path to enduring success. Part 2. Setting the stage. Determine your company's market foothold for strategic planning. Embarking on the voyage of strategic planning starts with a core task: positioning your company. This involves a deep dive into where you stand in the marketplace and an understanding of the terrain on which you'll compete. Just as a chess player must know the board, a salesperson must know the playing field. Consider the approach of an astute military general. Before maneuvering their troops for the assault, they must survey the battlefield, gauging the contours of the land, the forces at their disposal, and the strength of their adversary. No commander can craft a battle plan without this reconnaissance. As a sales guru, you too must assess your terrain and competitive atmosphere, as the nuances of these factors are pivotal for tailoring your strategies. Analysis is your reconnaissance. To start, identify all possible shifts in your industry landscape. Changes in consumer preferences, regulatory updates, even shifts in competitor strategies. Picture your business operations and all the external elements that touch upon it: the stability of your supply chain, the innovation within your product niche, the economic indicators that impact buyer behavior. Now, discern which of these changes are risks and which can be harnessed as opportunities. They are not created equal. Some will threaten to undermine your position, while others might offer a launchpad for growth. For instance, a rival's gaining popularity is an alarm bell, whereas an advance in technology that slashes production costs is the ray of sunshine on your bottom line. Once you've mapped the external influences, it's time to define your single sales objective with the precision of an elite sniper. This is the win that you are targeting: the specific sale to the specific customer by a specific date and at a specific scale. Avoid vague ambitions. Eschew sell televisions to retailer X and opt instead for a crystal clear goal like secure an order of 100 4G televisions from retailer X by August 1st. In sum, the groundwork of strategic selling is an astute, unflinching assessment of where your company stands today. This insight then serves as the foundation upon which you can construct a strategy as detailed and deliberate as the blueprints of a master architect, mapping the way to your ultimate sales triumph. Part 3. Identify the key players, the influencers who shape the sales journey. Gone are the days when a single handshake with the right individual could seal a deal. In the fluid theater of modern sales, it's a group performance, not a solo act. You're now tasked with an intricate dance of complex sales, moving in sync with multiple partners, all of whom hold a piece of the puzzle needed to complete the picture of your success. As the orchestrator of this ensemble, your priority is to discern the cast, those holding vital influence over the sales narrative. There are 4 pivotal roles you need to engage with. At the top, we have those wielding economic buying influence. Picture them as the ones holding the purse strings, the authority figures who pen the finale to your sales saga, the decision makers who orchestrate the financial flow, such as a CFO or procurement head, sit in this influential tier. Next, Seek out those with user buying influence. They are the end users, the daily operators of your product or service. Their concern? How this transaction will affect the rhythm of their work life. It is their approval you need for your product to become a workspace regular. Then, turn your attention to the gatekeepers of technical buyer influence. These are the evaluators, often behind the curtain, who scrutinize your offering against a backdrop of options. Legal advisors who sift through the fine print, or analysts who dissect cost implications, are the guardians you must win over. But amid this array of influencers, one ally stands out: your coach. This mentor could arise from the ranks of your client or from your own quarters, yet the fundamental criterion is their faith in your solution. It is this trust that you will leverage to resonate credibility with all other players in the sales symphony. Spotlighting these roles and understanding their influence is the choreography of modern selling. With these allies by your side, you are prepared not just to perform, but to deliver an encore-worthy sales triumph, applause included. Part 4. Turn the tide. Convert sales obstacles into stepping stones. The voyage towards a sale is peppered with warning signals, red flags that beckon your careful attention. They are the harbingers of danger, signposts that, if ignored, could derail your sales journey before its fruitful end. Red flags are the indicators that your strategy may be compromised, revealing potential weaknesses that threaten to capsize your selling ship. And the sea of sales is awash with common red flags. One is the seductive lull of overconfidence in your information arsenal. Always question, always verify. Another is the arrival of new influencers in the client's company, fresh faces not yet baptized into the faith of your product or service. Consider the tale of an astute insurance salesman on the cusp of finalizing a deal. His watchful eye caught the flicker of a red flag as an external consultant entered the stage. Swiftly, he engaged this new actor, cultivated a bond, and turned what could have been a barrier into a supportive bridge. The consultant became an ally, an asset, and transformed potential peril into partnership. In the alchemy of selling, the secret lies in transmuting weaknesses into strengths. When faced with a red flag, such as a user buyer's zeal juxtaposed against an economic buyer's hesitation, strategize to shift the balance. Enlist the enthusiastic user buyer as a coach to help usher the economic buyer toward the light of understanding and acceptance. Remember, every red flag hoisted is an opportunity to show your mastery in the art of selling. To capture these flags and plant them as markers of your ingenuity. This is the essence of turning adversities into advantages. Steer your strategy in such a way that your strengths shield and compensate for the weak spots, and watch as each red flag raised becomes a victory standard unfurled. Part 5. Tune into your buyer's mindset to craft a compelling sale proposition. In the intricate dance of selling, it's not just about knowing the steps, it's about feeling the rhythm of your partners. As you sway to the rhythms of potential change, remember that opportunities echoing promise in your ears might sound like threats to those holding influence over the sale. To ensure harmony, maintain a keen awareness of how your buying influences perceive each twist and turn, understanding the temperament of your buyers, their wants, needs, and aspirations is your compass. They will only entertain proposals that beckon to a desired shift from their current state. Any modification to your pitch must amplify the allure of what they yearn for, bridging the gap from their present to their preferred. Whether they chase quality, quantity, or any other product dimension, your goal is to reduce the gulf between their have and their hope. This alignment dictates the stance your buying influences will adopt in response to your proposal. Let's explore two of the key response modes they may exhibit. One such mode is growth, a stance characterized by an eagerness to shrink the gap swiftly. These buyers are scouting for choices, anticipating evolution. They'll pepper their language with words like better, faster, improved, signaling a readiness to embrace enhancements to their current scenario. On the other side, we have trouble, a response mode ignited by the desire to flee a deteriorating situation. Unlike those in growth mode who seek to amplify good fortune, those in trouble mode are driven by the urge to find a lifeline. They need solutions that promise quick relief. To cater to a buyer in trouble mode, present a proposal that can swiftly put out the fires they face. It's crucial to tailor your approach, but to do so, you must first decode the emotional and situational coordinates of where your buyer stands. Only by tuning into their frequency can you reach the zenith of aligned interests and clinched deals. Part 6. Creating a partnership. Cultivate a mutual benefit in every sale. Picture yourself not just as a salesperson, but as a gardener nurturing a delicate plant. Your goal isn't to harvest once and move on. Instead, you're cultivating a lasting relationship that will bear fruit season after season. Such is the life of a good salesperson, where the game is not played for a single win, but for ongoing victories that foster mutual growth and satisfaction. The foundation for this approach requires constructing deals where both parties emerge as champions, the essence of a win-win outcome. This means avoiding any scenario where you savor a triumph at the expense of your buyer. A single win that results in buyer's remorse is the poisoned chalice of sales. It seduces with momentary sweetness, only to sour future opportunities. What you're aiming for is the coveted win result, a sense that your buyer hasn't just acquired a product or service, but has genuinely added value to their life or business. Take, for example, a department head straining against budgetary shackles. Should your offering promise a way to curb future expenses? That's not merely a sale. It's a problem solved, a budget balanced, and a victory for the department head to claim. To engineer such outcomes, your first step is to distinguish the hues of victory your buyers seek. This is your buyer's win, the prize they're eyeing, and it requires a Sherlock Holmes-like attention to detail. Look for the clues that lace their environment, the intangible trophies adorning their office, or the symbols of family and stability that might suggest their priorities lie in security and consistency. If the puzzle remains incomplete, engage your buyers in dialogue, not through blunt inquiries that jar, but through questions that probe their attitude gently. A question as simple as, "What are your thoughts on this system?" can unlock a wealth of perspectives, revealing what your buyer considers a win. In the grand game of selling, it's not about swift conquests, but about fostering victories that resonate with shared success. By focusing equally on the interests of your buying influences, you're not just closing a deal, you're opening doors to enduring partnerships and boundless opportunities. Final summary. As we close this chapter, let's distill the wisdom of strategic selling into its most potent essence. The heart of successful sales isn't about the quick and clever heist. It's about partnership and mutual triumph. To emerge as a maestro in this field, adopting the subtlety of a chess player, the vision of a captain, and the intuition of an ally is imperative. To achieve this, every move and every engagement with your buyer should be laced with empathy and insight. Listen intently, discern their aspirations, and understand their victories. Your proposals should not merely tick boxes, they should resonate with the buyer's deepest values, granting them more than a beneficial deal, offering them true satisfaction. Forge not transactions, but bonds. This is the canvas upon which you paint not just a single successful sale, but a gallery of them. When your strategies align with your buyer's ambitions, yielding a win for all parties, your sales ledger transforms into a compendium of long-standing, fruitful relationships. So remember, in the world of strategic selling, when you and your buyers both celebrate the fruits of a deal, it's more than a victory, it's a symphony where everyone's interests harmonize and the music plays on, long into the future. Thank you for joining me today on this journey of learning and discovery as we explored the insights of another thought-provoking book in our growing library of knowledge. If you've enjoyed our time together, please take a moment to follow our podcast, give us a 5-star rating, and share 20-minute books with other knowledge seekers. Your support truly means a lot. Don't forget to join me again in the next episode, where we will delve into another enriching book. Until then, happy reading and happy listening.